With her sleeping 18-month-old behind closed doors just a few feet away, a pregnant Zatira Abraham says she endured the scare of her life at the hands of Sacramento police.
And I told them, like, I have high risk, like I can lose my kid. They didn't care about that. They still was doing what they were doing.
What Abraham says armed officers were doing as she sat outside her apartment with family Sunday was incorrectly bum rushing her home, unit number 3, when they were really after someone in unit 2 in an adjacent building. As she rushed forward and tried to warn them her sleeping toddler was inside, she says they showed no regard for the baby she's been carrying for 7 months, grabbing her arm and throwing her down on her stomach.
The doctor said the way that I landed, my body twisted the wrong way because my left side hurts, and I landed all right here on my right side,
sending her into frightening contractions. Neighbors say they couldn't believe what they were seeing.
Came this way, the officer grabbed her by her arms, swung her, and dropped her. Right there, just like that. Boom.
And where did she land?
She landed on her stomach right here. And she rolled over and got up.
After a trip to the ER, Zatira Abraham now has a follow-up appointment with her OBGYN to double-check the health of her unborn son. And a list of badge numbers and car numbers for the officers she says didn't act professionally or compassionately. Commenting off camera tonight, Sacramento police confirmed to Fox 40 that they were on Lampasas at midday Sunday, pursuing a car thief. They say though it wasn't the original unit they intended to target, a man matching their suspect's description ducked into Abraham's apartment and they followed. According to Abraham, her mom's boyfriend had stepped inside to get a glass of water, and while she tried to ask them what they were doing as she was being thrown to the ground, other officers split apart part of her door, kicking it in. Neighbors nailed it back together while she was in the hospital so she could lock it. Abraham says no one associated with her household is the subject of any warrant or is on probation or parole, something she feels officers should have known before they raced in.
They did that was messy to me. You're supposed to have everything in order.
Officers maintain they were after a known named suspect, but are reviewing incident reports and body cam video to determine just what happened.
Cops raid wrong home, assault pregnant mom in front of her toddler. A pregnant Sacramento woman is violently slammed on her stomach by police who entered the wrong address. Police couldn't care less. By Jack Burns, July 12, 2017. Sacramento CA. A pregnant Sacramento woman may lose her baby after police mistakenly entered her apartment and threw her to the ground thinking their suspect had entered her domicile. Already facing a high-risk pregnancy, Zatira Abraham's chances of delivering a healthy baby were made worse when Sacramento police officers took her and allegedly threw her to the ground on top of her stomach. And I told them, I have high risk. I could lose my kid. They didn't care about that. They still was doing what they were doing. She and her family were outside their apartment, and Abraham noticed the police, but all of a sudden they came rushing in. She said the person they were really looking for was in an adjacent building. Nevertheless, she attempted to tell the police that she had an 18-month-old child sleeping in the bedroom. However, according to Abraham, they didn't care. After one of the officers used an armbar to take her to the ground, throwing her on her stomach, she's been having contractions. The doctor said the way that I landed, my body twisted the wrong way cause my left side hurts, and I landed all right here on my right side, she said. Advertisement. According to Fox News 40, neighbor Robert Carpenter witnessed the assault on her home and her person. She came this way, the officer grabbed her by her arm and dropped her, and where did she land? She landed on her stomach right here, and she rolled over, he said. Police officers told her that her mother's boyfriend looked like a car thief suspect they were pursuing, but that has not been confirmed. Her mother's boyfriend had entered their apartment to get a glass of water just before police stormed in after him. Read more. IDF guns down pregnant woman as U.S. readies largest military aid package in history for Israel. Making matters worse for Abraham, when police entered her apartment they kicked down the door and did not fix it. Luckily, however, neighbors were more helpful than police and actually nailed the frame back together while she was in the hospital. Abraham is now calling them out for the way they treated her and her property. She told reporters, "How they did that was messy to me. You're supposed to have everything in order. You're supposed to have a photo of the suspect, they couldn't tell me that. I asked if there was probable cause, they couldn't tell me that." Officer Matt McPhail with the Sacramento Police Department confirmed the altercation and confusion at Abraham's address without accepting any responsibility. Even though Abraham has a list of names and badge numbers of police officers involved in the incursion, McPhail reportedly said her claims were not substantive. That is at least until the health of her baby is confirmed. There once was a time in America when a person could have been charged with homicide for the willful actions of someone leading to the death of an unborn child. All of this raises one important question. If the unborn baby dies, does that mean those officers committed murder? It wouldn't be the first time police killed someone after breaking and entering the wrong house. Sometimes, citizens fight back by sending a hail of bullets in the direction of the intruders. As TFTP's Matt Agarist wrote in 2014, Adrian Perryman was found not guilty after police carried out a no-knock raid on his home. He'd been broken into before, and fired at his intruders. It turned out they were police. However, Perryman unloaded his weapon at them before realizing they were the boys in blue. He was apologetic but was charged and tried nonetheless. Read more. 88-year-old woman defends home from cops who went to wrong house, so she was assaulted and arrested. Abraham will likely sue, and the jury will probably find her claims substantive despite what Sacramento PD concludes when and if they conduct their own internal investigation.
Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County Cop Watch, and I wanted to explain what fair use is. You can use pieces of news articles if you're doing it for news reporting, you have commentary, and you're doing it for education purposes. So that's what fair use is, as you can see right here. Another reason why I wanted to make this video is to let you know I have just joined with Patreon. A nice thing with Patreon, I make no money on YouTube. They took the money away years ago. And so this is another way to give, and it's a nice thing too because you can give monthly. You can give $1, $5, $10, whatever. I do 4 to 5 hours a day on trying to wake the sheeple up on how corrupt it is and different ways that you can fight the corruption. So Patreon is a way that you can do it, and then of course the old way is still there. Donate to Charlotte County Cop Watch with PayPal or credit card. So keep that in mind. 4 to 5 hours a day. I make no money, but the corruption happened to me and I'm sick of it, so I'm trying to wake people up. But my wife would love it if if we could get some help out there. There's 47,000 subscribers. Just think if each one of you subscribers just gave let's say actually yes, $1 a month. 47,000 subscribers gave $1 a month. That would be awesome. That's not going to happen. But anyways, that would be great if it did happen. But do the math in your head. Just think about it. Like I said, 4 to 5 hours a day. I get no money from YouTube. YouTube has gone nuts. You can't do anything anymore. They're taking the money away everywhere. So these are a couple different ways that you can still help out with all this time that I put in. And as you know, I'm in a special situation where, at least I can do it, 4 to 5 hours a day. We have a cleaning company during the day. That's what allows me to do this, and we're debt-free. So this is my hobby. I don't go fishing and all that other crap. I try to save the world. So help me out to make the wife happy, man. In fact, if you guys did give $1 a day, and there was 47,000 of you, and you did it, and each of you gave $1, and that was every month, oh my God, yes, I could quit. I could start suing them. Another idea too that we have is, if I got, some funds, we could actually contact everyone that has been ticketed and or arrested and put in jail and start sending them postcards to let them know we're here, and to see if everything went all right, and if it didn't, find out their story. So we could even do more investigations And more lawsuits. Lawsuits take money. So just think about that. You know, 47,000 of you so far right now. You know, $1 a day. I mean, $1 a month on Patreon, or $5 a month Patreon, 10, 20, whatever. Just do the math in your head. Help out. This is a lot of work every single day. Thanks.